Welcome to the Touring 700 HD, the latest in serious four-wheel drive navigation from VMS. The Touring 700 HD consists of two components, street navigation and off-road navigation. We are going to start off by taking a look at street navigation. To begin, let's pick the Eureka Tower as a destination. As I do not know the address, I'm going to search by points of interest. Simply click the Find button and then click Find POI. Now we know it's in Melbourne, so we can click Around address to give it a proximity to search within. Let's key in Melbourne as the suburb. As we do not know any more information, let's search by the city centre. It will now display a list of categories you can search within. Or you can simply hit the search button at the bottom left hand corner of the screen to search all POI categories. Now we will simply key in Eureka, and once completed, simply press Done. It will now display the search results. Let's pick Eureka Skydeck. Simply select and set as destination. Once the route is calculated, it will now guide you to your destination.
Go over the roundabout, taking the second exit.
In this video, we are going to add waypoints, or also known as viewpoints. To add a viewpoint, you must already have a route planned with your final destination. To add a viewpoint, simply click the menu button, then Find. Let's find an address this time. Let's search for Footscray. Let's use the Crescent as a street name. Now we can enter in more information or simply hit Street Midpoint. We now have two options. We can now set it as a new destination or insert as viewpoint. Let's insert it as a viewpoint. Once your route is calculated, it will now guide you to your destination via your waypoint.
Go over the roundabout, taking the second exit.
In this next part, we are going to search for addresses that you have navigated to previously. Simply click the menu button, then Find. At the top right hand corner, there is a History button. It will now display a list of addresses you have previously visited. Simply select and set as destination. As there is a previous route already calculated, it will ask you whether you would like to delete this route. Once your route is calculated, it will now navigate you to your destination.
Go over the roundabout, taking the second exit.
We are now going to take a look at some of the street navigation settings. Simply click Menu and then Settings. Let's take a look at some of the more important ones, such as route planning. The first sub-menu of route planning allows you to choose the type of vehicle you are driving. This allows you to optimize the best route depending on the size of your vehicle. The second option allows you to select or deselect the type of roads used in the routing process. This is to exclude roads such as tollways, dirt roads, ferries, etc. There are four options: easy, economical, short and fast. This is a planning method that can be customized to suit your preferences. The second setting we're going to look at is the sound setting. Under sound settings, there are a few options: master volume, voice guidance volume, key sounds. This is very straightforward. Dynamic volume is deselected from default, as this varies the volume with the speed you are traveling. The next one we are going to look at are regional settings. This allows you to change settings such as your program language, the voice profile, the units of measure, whether it be metric or imperial, your date and time format, and your time and time zone settings. We are now going to look at the important warning settings. Under warning settings, we have a few variables. We have a warn when speeding selection, which is ticked. By clicking the button next to it, you can actually go into menu settings. These speed warning settings can be customized. For example, by setting the inbuilt up areas to 115%, it will only warn us when we are doing 15% over the speed limit. If we change elsewhere to 90%, it will warn us when we approach 90% of the speed limit. For example, if we are traveling a 100 zone, it will warn us at 90 kilometers per hour. The audible and visible warnings can be turned on and off at any given point. Now we are going to take a look at some of the speed camera warnings. These settings can be customized to warn you while approaching, only when speeding, or not warn you at all. To find out what version of maps you are running, simply scroll to the next menu page. Then click the About key, and at the bottom left hand corner, click Maps. Australia R18 is the latest mapping from Waypoints. Now we are going to look at your Raft settings. Simply click the menu button and then Raft. There are a few options on the screen, the first one being Route Info. This is a summary directly relating to the route planned. At the bottom left hand corner of the screen, you can also access the settings that are applicable to this route, for example the method used for calculation. The second menu option is Itinerary. This is an itinerary broken down street by street of the route planned. There are various other options on the screen such as Save Route, Delete Route, Flyover and Simulate. Let's have a look at Simulate.
Go over the roundabout, taking the second exit. After 190 meters, go over the roundabout taking the second exit onto Woodland Drive. Prepared to go through the roundabout after 420 meters, taking the second exit onto Woodland Drive.
To stop the simulation, simply hit the stop button. A flyover is a much faster way of having a look at the route you have planned ahead of you. To stop the simulation, simply hit the stop button. To adjust the screen brightness on the Turing 700 HD, simply use the plus and minus buttons on the right hand side of the screen. To return to the main menu, simply press the top left button to the left of the screen. And last but not least, to power off, simply press the power button and choose between sleep mode and power off mode. This concludes the video on the Turing 700 HD. Thank you for watching.